Hello everybody, my name is Alexandra Kilp and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be an update on about a month living with a ferret. Pierre, I have introduced him in this video, so go check that out afterwards if you're not quite up to date on who I'm talking about. So the reason I'm sat down is because it's supposed to be like I said, an update video, and he is out currently having his playtime, but he's not coming over to me, so I do apologise for the weird angling and stuff. I also apologise for the lack of consistency in my videos lately. I haven't been doing too well, so please remember, if you're not subscribed, to subscribe and like videos. It helps me a lot, and I hope you guys like the videos I continue to upload. But I'm going to go through the various things I wish I knew before getting Ferret, or things that like you know for research but isn't quite a big a deal until you actually have the ferret. So I'm going to go through them as each at a time. Number one is their smell. Now everyone who knows anything about ferrets will say that they do smell, and I admit they do. When I first got them, well I say them because he had a sister, when I first got him the smell was actually really strong. And I think that's just because I've never encountered anything quite like it. But after literally 24 hours, the smell was barely even there, or at least I've become so used to it that it wasn't an issue. The only issue I find with smell is that if I don't clean their litter box quite as often as I should, it can start to smell, but like that is easily solved by just cleaning his litter box. So for any of you wondering about the smell, it's not that bad. I know I don't have a great sense of smell, but it really isn't that bad. Unless you don't keep up on hygiene, which is what I'm going to go on to next. Number two is how messy they are. Hello. Is how messy they are. Now, they're not as bad as some animals I know. I'm sure it like varies depending on... He's found a squeaky toy. Did he find a squeaky toy? He's got this cactus toy that he loves. Go get it! Go get it! Go get it! No, they're not quite as messy as some animals that I know and have had, but they are definitely messier than I expected despite my research. It's things like how they like to dig out their food and their litter trays, so every few days I've got this little dustpan brush I use to clean up all the bits of litter and food that he's kicked out. You can litter train them, but my boy for some reason occasionally doesn't use his litter tray, so I do have to clean that up at least a few times a day. He's getting better since I put a blanket in, because I don't think he really goes on his blanket, so there are ways around it. But if you don't litter train, then or if you've got a young one like a kit, do be expected to have a lot of mess to clean up. And some people that's not an issue, but some people who might have a tight schedule it might be a bit of an annoyance, but it's something to keep in mind. Number three is how clingy they are. They can be really clingy, and I knew that. Again, like I had done my research and I knew that they need a lot of attention, they need a lot of love and playing, but like I didn't quite expect it to be this like give me attention. Like if I'm at my desk, because my desk is right next to his cage, he will make as much noise as possible and gnaw his cage until I give him some sort of attention. But he does like having his like cuddles and like having little hugs and stuff in the morning, or whenever he's napping and I take him out and he's like half asleep, and it's adorable. So it is a good clingy, but it does mean that if you're not quite prepared for that sort of attention, it might not be a suitable pet for you. You might have to rejig your schedule a little bit to make sure they get as much time with you as possible, because when you're clingy, he also responds to me calling to him now, so yeah. Too good. Well, he likes to do that. And he's on my chair. Oh no. No. Hello. The next thing will probably be their bites. Now, I do want to preface this with that ferrets naturally play and interact with their teeth a lot. They are carnivores, they are hunters, this is what they do. Wow. 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 This is just what they do. However, usually when they're playing, their bites aren't that bad. They're more like nips, they're not enough to break the skin. Hello. And if they do bite particularly hard, there are ways you can train them. I'll leave a link to a video done by the Modern Ferret below. They did an amazing video on bite training. But one of the reasons why I had to give up his sister, Gamora, was because one, I was allergic to having too many ferrets, so one is better than two. What are you doing? But also her hormones were all over the place, and it meant that she was not bonding to me at all, and every time I went near her, or even if she went near me, she would bite me so hard that I have like scars from it now on my hands. And it was not her fault. She was young and she was very hormonal. She went to season early. It was not her fault, or the breeder's fault, or mine, or anything. It was just bad circumstances. And my hands reacted so badly to her bites that, again, that's how I found out I was allergic, along with my asthma playing up. And so she had to go back to her breeder, where she is now safe and happy and enjoying herself, so I'm not too upset about what happened. But yeah, so their bites, when they mean it, are very... Hey. Their bites, when they mean it, are very strong, and they really, really hurt. But like I said, this usually wouldn't happen unless they are scared, and if you're treating them right, or if some ferrets are naturally a bit more anxious, and hence why there's bite training, but usually you don't need to worry about it. Like, Pierre, he nips, but like, and occasionally he might try and get on my face, but again, that's more than as a nip, but because obviously the face is quite sensitive, what's it called, it can hurt. And usually he's only ever drawn blood once, and I think that's because he was being a bit overzealous in his playing. So it's not something you need to worry about too much, but it's something to keep in mind that the bites do hurt when they mean it. But if you're really concerned, nip training is a thing, so go check that out. Other than those things though, like, living with a ferret has been such a different experience to anything else I've had. As in, like, I've had a dog, I've got cats, I've got hedgehogs and gerbils, being around a lot of animals, but having a ferret is both so similar and so different, because they're a lot like a cat, they're a lot like a kitten. They sleep a lot, they're very playful and energetic, you know, hard to litter train, they bite or nip when they play, even have like similar needs, I guess. Like, it's just they're very similar, but hey, that's a special penguin. It's similar to cats, and I think that's why I found it a bit easier than some might, because I've had experience with cats and kittens. But it has been so rewarding. They are so bizarre. Pierre is such an odd creature. He is so weird, is the best way I can put it, and I love it. And they have so much personality packed into this noodle shark body. Hey, come here, come here. Hey, hey. And watching them play is like such a joy, and it cheers me up on a bad day, which is why it's one of the reasons why I made the video of like having playtime with Pierre, because it's so fun to watch them just go everywhere. When they do start to bond with you, it's such a lovely, unique friendship that I wouldn't trade for anything in the world. Like, just, I haven't quite gone to the stage where he'll sleep on me yet, but if I get him out while he's still like sleepy or half asleep, he will happily stay there for a cuddle, and it's so sweet. And just, I'm in for a long ride with him, I can tell, and he's coming into season somewhat, so I do need to keep an eye on that. But yes, this has been my 1 month update on life with a ferret. Pierre, you want to actually be in the video, considering this video is about you? Say hi to the camera! No, he doesn't like to stay still when he's on his playtime, so yeah. That's this video for you. It'll be just a nice short video in case anyone was interested in getting ferrets, or if you're a newbie and want to know like what it's like for another newbie like me. 'Cause before I started researching ferrets, I had no idea about how to look after them, and when I did my research I was thinking, yeah, sounds easy enough, but when you get the pet there are always going to be things you don't quite expect. So yeah, I'm also going to add in costs. Sorry, I should have put this in earlier. Money. They do cost a lot more than I expected. Both themselves, the setup fees and like just maintenance, they do cost a lot, but if you're efficient it shouldn't be too bad. But that's it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope this was useful to some of you out there who are also interested in ferrets, whether as working animals or as pets. But yeah, I'll get Pierre to come say bye. I love the fact that he responds to his name now. Hey Pierre! Hello! Gonna say hello to camera. Camera, focus on Pierre, not me. So like that, he's nomming. And he noms slightly when he grooms me and whatnot, and it's lovely. Ah, no. Good boy! Good boy! And that's how you do it. Jump, jump, jump. Okay, well, that's it. Sorry, just he's being so distracting. Aren't you so distracting? Are you distracting? Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. Hope you guys had a good day. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.